Hello everybody, so I'm going to continue today revealing more secrets about Chanukah and the miracles. This is the second video about it, yes, part 2, part B. And we'll speak about today about אלעזר החורוני. It's Yehuda Maccabi, Judah the Maccabi brother. And we'll speak also about a person named Lysias. And it has to do again with miracles, and it's also good to know a little bit what happened there in Chanukah. Chanukah, the historical story about Chanukah, happened about 167 BC. So we are talking about towards the end of the existence of the second temple. So it's about 160, given less years before the destruction of the second temple. And we know about this very negative king, Antiochus IV, and he had some issues with people that wanted basically to elevate their consciousness, to understand more about the universe, and he was promoting what we call today idol worshipping without getting into the details, but it was horrible. And of course the Israelites in Israel were against it. A little family called Hashmonai, and specifically the leader of the family, Matityahu, led the uprising against Antiochus IV, the Hellenistic king. So let's see what's going on here. From 167 BC to about 160, so we're talking about 7 to 8 years. During that time, the Hashmonaim, the so-called Maccabim, had about eight military conflicts with the Greeks. About 8 of them, which is kind of interesting because we have 8 days in Chanukah as well. The fourth battle was the battle when Judah the Maccabi was able to conquer Jerusalem, to purify the temple, and then it's when we have the famous story of the candelabra, the Chanukah, and of course the olive oil, this vessel with olive oil only one for 1 day, and then it lasted for 8 days, so a miracle right there. But I want to share with you more things. When we use the prayers of Chanukah, one of the things that is coming across, it's the winning, yes, the victory of the few against the many, and you know, light versus darkness, and of course that's what's going on in our lives as well. So the fourth battle number 4, that's the battle when Judah and his people actually taking over Jerusalem, purifying the temple and the whole story. But the ancient Greeks didn't let go. They sent even Antiochus IV, sent even a bigger general, like a 5 stars general, right? His name is Lysias. He sends Lysias with 100,000 people and about 32 huge elephants, war elephants, yes, the ancient tanks. So on each and every elephant you will have a small tower with a group of maybe 10 archers, and they go to the war. If you're familiar with the movie 300, yes, this Persian king is coming with this big elephant, and we're talking about something like that. And this is the 5th battle. The 5th battle, it's all in the area of Jerusalem, the Judah mountains. The 5th battle is called Bet Zechariah, the house of Zechariah. It's a little town there in the area of Jerusalem. And Judah doesn't know what to do, because they see that the 5th battle, after they won the 4th battle, the 5th battle is kind of losing. And he talks to his brother. Judah is named Yehuda Maccabi, Judah the Maccabi, but it was only his name. The other brothers had different or other nicknames. And he speaks to his brother Elazar החורוני. And he says, my dear brother, situation is very tough, and it looks like we're losing the battle. We have to do something extreme. And it's kind of mission impossible, yes? I want you to run to see the biggest elephant. Probably the big general Lysias and few of his guys are on top of this huge elephant. And if you can kill the elephant and eventually kill the general, right, the top man, Lysias that will be, then there is a chance to win this battle. Reminds me a little bit David and Goliath, right? Once you finish Goliath, then the Philistines will run all over the place. And Elazar החורוני, Judah brother, is running very fast, try to avoid all these arrows that the Greeks are shooting at him, right? He's getting with some kind of a javelin, some kind of a spear, and he sneaks underneath the big elephant belly. He stabs the elephant few times, try to reach the elephant's heart, finish the elephant, and hopefully also the chief commander on top of the elephant. And he does kill the elephant. But before he was able to get out of the elephant, or underneath the elephant basically, as the elephant dies, just like crashing over Elazar החורוני and smashing him, and Elazar is dead. That's Judah the Maccabee, Judah Maccabee brother. So, and apparently this Lysias actually doesn't, it continued, yes, he didn't die. And now they're putting pressure on Judah and his people. I'm skipping a lot of the details. So they're pushing them back to Jerusalem, and they put a siege over Jerusalem. The year was what we call Shnat Shmita. It means a sabbatical year, when the people of agriculture, they don't take care of the land, there is no harvesting. So the food within Jerusalem was, people were running out of food, and Judah and his people also. And Lysias is putting the pressure, a siege over Jerusalem. They don't have food, no water, so things are getting even worse and worse. And just before Lysias has a breakthrough and he can finish Judah and his people, a miracle happens. Lysias is the field commander, a big general, and he had like a very important role in the Hellenistic, the Greek empire at the time. Antiochus IV, the actual king, Lysias is only a messenger, a big messenger, but only a messenger, is the ruler of that part of the world. But the king Antiochus IV, Antiochus Epiphanes, at the same time is fighting with the Persians in the area of Persia of back then, Iran of today, and he perished in the war. Antiochus IV died in the war. Meanwhile, the local commander, Lysias, as he's putting pressure on Judah and his people, he hears, through the grapevine, he hears that his king died, and now, of course, it's going to be a war of who is taking over. Meanwhile, another guy, another big general, Philopus, is rushing to Antiochia, in Turkey of back then, and it's the capital of the Hellenistic empire. So Lysias, he hears that the other big general, Philopus, wants to take over. He cannot allow that to happen. So what does he do? He let go of the siege. He sent a message to Judah Maccabee and his people. I'm not going to continue the war with you because I have other bigger political issues right now. I don't want my rivalry, Philopus, to take over after the king died. I want to take over. So he says, I'm going to stop this battle right now. And not only I'm going to stop the battle right now because of those political issues that I have to rush back to Antiochia and take care of business. But you know what, Judah? Now that things are different for me, I want to hand over some autonomy, yes? Oh, it's okay. You can take Jerusalem again and continue, yes? Now, the story, of course, continues. I will make another video about it. So that was Chanukah and miracles. It's a miracle that happened as well, obviously. Yes, we understand that Lysias stopped putting the pressure on Judah and his people because of the reasons I just mentioned. So how do we say? Saved by the bell. but of course it was some divine interference in the whole situation there. The story of the Hashmonaim, of the Maccabees continues. We'll do more videos about it. So that was part 2b. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. Also like, so the algorithm send it to more people. And I'm going to record right now part 3, Chanukah and Miracles C, because I have more things to share about Chanukah. See you very soon.